Thank you, Sharon, for your team for organizing this roundtable, and also my research team for strong support, especially Dr. Jim Drew, Dr. Sharon Katab, and also Ms. John Hartley. And yeah, so this is a great opportunity for us to present this project funded by NLWIC. And so we are a group of actually 15 members dedicated, at research on population growth, immigration, and also cultural diversity. And we are currently working on a number of projects on the economic contribution of immigrants in Atlantic Canada, effects immigration on productivity, innovation, entrepreneurship, and developing social enterprise to better access cultural diverse food ingredients, and also developing better understanding on integration needs of recent immigrants in Newfoundland and Labrador, and also employer hiring attitudes towards newcomers, international students, which is focus of this time. Next slide. And as we're trying to achieve the objectives set by the NLWIC, ideas, innovation, impact. Next. Okay, just a brief research project overview. Next, please. Yeah, this is something that has not been done in the last 15 years. At that time was a project conducted by Professor Wei Locke and Scott Lynch. And since then, technology, immigration policy, and the market has shifted significantly. And the government, both federal, provincial, have increased the target to 1% of the population, actually following a policy recommendation more than 10 years ago, and also introduced a number of innovative immigration programs such as AIPP and PMP, which place heavy emphasis on the role of employer. Next. So the major innovation of this project, we have used longitudinal survey to better understand the labor market dynamics, employer hiring attitude towards newcomer international students in the province. And the sample is based on a random stratified methodology by region, by the industry, and also organizational size. And this is also combined with qualitative employee consultation conducted with the St. John's Board of Trade in May 2019. The survey all conducted before 2019, with a follow-up survey to be going to the field this month, actually. We're quite excited about that follow-up survey. Next. So the impact we want to achieve, of course, to help to affect evidence-based policy making process, and also more innovative organizational practices to better recruit and also integrate newcomers, international students in the province, and improve actually retention of immigrants, international students as well. Next. So just quick updates here. So we just recently received confirmation from our survey company, Narrative Research, formerly Corporate Associate Research company, to do this follow-up survey, because they responded that the business have returned back to normal after the COVID effects. And during the time between 19 to 21, we also have done a number of knowledge dissemination or mobilization activities, including presentation to NLWIC earlier this year, Conference Board of Canada, but also various media interviews with CBC, Toronto Star, NTV, Rogers TV, VOCM, and to discuss various important issues related to hiring, retention, integration of immigrants, international students, based on the survey findings. Next. So just give you a little bit of highlights of our 2019 survey findings. First of all, we identify a number of important areas for labor skill shortage in the province prior to COVID. Obviously, 43%, which is quite significant, of course, of the 300 surveyed organizations reported labor skill shortages. And most notably in the industry like transportation, warehousing, accommodation, food services, healthcare, social assistance, and construction. Next. By occupation, we also see this clear dichotomy in terms of labor skill shortages. The highly skilled area, we all know doctors, nurses, IT professionals, but also most notably technically skilled trades, right? And next is the bottom of the skill distribution, the low skill, low paid service industry, production workers are also high in demand. Next. So most important reason behind labor skill shortages, lack of applicants, especially rural areas, too few applicants, lack of applicants with necessary skills, and so on. Next. This compared with the 15 years ago by the study by Waylock and Scott Lynch, we have seen significant increase in engagement between employers and newcomers, which is very good positive sign. Of course, more than 60% of organizations receive applicants from newcomer international students. Among them, 48% actually hired such candidates, compared with less than 10% actually 15 years ago, which is significant improvement. Next. Okay, we also do this detailed analysis of the employee attitudes, mostly a positive. For example, multicultural workforce, hardworking and more productive and so on. But, some are stronger than others. There's no evidence suggests that immigrants take job away from locals and, they actually work for less pay, at least from employee perspective in province. Next. Reasons for immigrants, employees leaving with retention issues, mostly because they move away from out of country and followed by taking the job with another, which is quit. Next. And also what I don't want to highlight, I think it's not here, is that the majority of the employees have very positive attitude towards hiring newcomer international students, 87% majority. And most important reason behind are strong work ethics, followed by strong qualifications and reliability. And this recent media coverage, CBC and so on. So I'm not going to talk more about that. If you're interested, click the link. Next one. That's why in my presentation, various channels, conference board, and so on and so forth. And next, future opportunities. We are going to work more organizations, partners, St. John Farmers Market, ANC, and NLWIC, of course, also ECOVA and Border Trade, Food for the Air. Next, some take-home points. Okay, so I'm not going to go through, but most importantly, we need to demonstrate social economic benefits of immigration through, this survey evidence, dispel the myths, taking job away, depress wages, and there's no evidence at all. Actually, COVID amplified labor skill shortages, as we all know, increased local exposure to immigrants. We found those communities with high concentration immigrants tend to have positive attitude towards immigrant international students, provide more cross-cultural training, remove barriers for newcomers. Crucial, okay? Provide common information, help build social network, which is, define points for labor market integration, enhance access to cultural activities and culturally diverse food, which also could enhance sense of belonging and retention of newcomers. Finally, consider project-based, community-based immigration. This is, we all know from the early study on Syrian refugees, actually are doing better as a whole because they already had a community to begin with. Thank you very much.